I'm Barry Funkhauser, and this is the Barry Funkhauser Show. Happy Friday, everybody. Here's what's going on. Santa Barbara County Supervisors have called a special meeting to address so-called renovictions. An Orange County family uses its AirTag to find a stolen bike, and mosquito and gnat explosions are expected after months of rain. As always, I'm here with my co-host and general know-it-all current events guy, Joe. Good Friday, Joe.
Yeah, it's like summer already. It's going to be so exciting. On Monday, it's going to be like 80 degrees and stuff.
Beautiful weekend.
Beautiful weekend coming up. I'm really, really excited. I am not excited about the mosquito and gnat explosion story that we are going to talk about, because I have to deal with
bummer,
it.
man.
I have to like swat gnats away when I'm running in the summer. It's gross.
Oh.
Especially like if you're not like paying attention and you're running along and you just like you literally run right through like a massive swarm of gnats. That is not fun.
Hey, so I've been collecting water up here, because we had those torrential rains, and I had buckets and buckets of open water.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that brings, my friend?
Open water's bad, man. Mosquitoes.
That's right. So I'm surrounded by mosquitoes, and I was trying to figure out what to do. So I'm torn. Here's my two options, okay, Joe? I could use the water quickly, get rid of it, or I can call the fish and wildlife thing, and they'll give me mosquito fish for free. And
What are mosquito fish?
They're fish that live in rainwater that eat mosquitoes.
No. I had no idea that such a thing existed. Why don't you just cover the water?
Oh, no, can't do that. There's too much of it uncovered. I'm talking a lot. There's a lot.
So wait, are you talking like tiny little buckets and you just have hundreds of them? Or are you talking like you have like trash cans
Like
that you converted to water?
Tupperware things.
Okay. No. What you need to do is you need to, don't you like all the cheap places to find inexpensive stuff, right? You need to go find yourself.
I have more than I need this time.
But you need to go find yourself like big old industrial sized trash cans with lids, and then transfer all the water into there.
I have 4 of those filled. See, my problem is I got too much water. So I think option A, use the water. We're talking about overflow, man. This is stuff that fell from the side of the house, and so I got more water.
The big ones you have covered. It's just all the small ones that you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you're gonna have to just use that.
Yeah, so I go like use it throughout the week, and then it'll probably be gone.
Just do that. Don't worry about getting the mosquito fish. It's not like no. I'm thinking like if you have like a pool size reservoir that you're gonna be using all summer, then yeah. But no. If it's just like little Tupperwares and stuff, just use it all.
All right. Fine.
I mean, that just seems like that. That seems like the easiest thing.
You keep saying use it all, and then next week it's going to rain again. It's
not going to rain again. It's going to be 80 degrees. It's going to be beautiful and sunny. Wait, it's Thursday. It's going to rain again. Oh, wow. Man.
Here it comes again, man. Atmospheric river.
No, I can't do it. I can't do anymore.
Oh, man. Well, let's get into the news today, man. Well, Santa Barbara County Supervisors are calling a special meeting to address so-called renovictions. This is awful. Listen.
UCSB students and families living at CBC and the sweeps don't want to be caught up in the latest wave of so-called renovictions.
And everyone's is a little bit different. Mine says that I have until June 25th.
They received 60-day termination of tenancy letters from the new owner, Core Spaces, last month, offering 3 months rent or $7,000 to move.
We need them to stop renovation. This process where someone can come in and buy everything up and claim to need to renovate without pulling a single permit or showing need because they claim that they want to renovate is insane and absurd.
While some residents receive government assistance, Keppers shares this one bedroom overlooking the pool for around $2,200 a month.
We have in Santa Barbara, we are #1 for the highest one-bedroom apartment in the nation, higher than Beverly Hills, higher than LA, Santa Monica, New York City. It's egregious, and it has to stop.
Supervisor Capps says renovictions have a ripple effect.
When you take away the lowest ladder of the rentals out there, it just puts a squeeze on up, and we're all feeling it. I'm a renter. I feel it.
That's why CAPS and Supervisor Doss Williams asked county staff to call a special public meeting. The meeting could lead to a vote. The intention is to make it harder for landlords to remodel, just to hike up the rent. The tenants we spoke to say they hope this special meeting will help them stay in their apartments regardless of renovations. In Isla Vista, I'm News Channel reporter Tracy Lair.
So I don't know if the news lady said this, but this particular spot that they're renovating and kicking everybody out, it makes up for, I think, 6% of all total renters in either Isla Vista or Santa Barbara County.
That's how big that complex is?
It's only like 260 spots, but they say 1,000 people live there.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Ivy. I mean, I remember it's always been okay. Even before I went to school in Santa Barbara 170,000 years ago, it was always the most densely populated area in the United States west of the Mississippi. It has had that designation since the 70s, I think. The 80s, maybe. There are tons of people. Like, IV's small, y'all. It's like maybe it's like maybe a square mile. Maybe.
Yeah. And that's why this is so like messed up, you know?
Oh, I mean, yeah, absolutely. No, but this happens all the time. Yeah, and I like the fact that they're taking some steps to protect renters. Because, you know, where else are they going to go in IV or Santa Barbara? It is so compact there, and if you've ever been to Santa Barbara, you know there's nowhere else to build. Where else are you going to go? They've expanded basically as much as they can outward because Santa Barbara's got such a small little shelf between the ocean and the mountains. And it's just, there's nowhere else to build. They don't want to just continue to build upward because, you know, you don't want to like destroy the feel of a city. It's like we get a lot of people in Orange County, in the beach county, and in the beach cities in Los Angeles, always talking about, oh, we don't want to allow any kind of building because it's going to destroy our small little surf city. And I'm like, okay, well, you're not a small surf city anymore, Huntington Beach or Santa Barbara. You know, you're not a small surf city anymore. I get that you don't want to build up all the way, but you got to have a little bit of give there to figure out how to build efficiently and how to make sure that you get some people in there. I'm not saying you have to accommodate everybody. Santa Barbara should not become, you know, this like urban mecca of 3 million people in, you know, this tiny little strip of land. But you got to at least make it reasonably affordable for the students and the service industry people that live in Santa Barbara. You know, a lot of the people that work at the real nice hotels in Santa Barbara, like north of UC Santa Barbara, and also down in the city, it's like, where do you think these people live? You know, they live in Goleta. They live in IV. It's like the cheapest place to live in all of Santa Barbara, even though it still has the most expensive rent for a 1-bedroom anywhere in the country. It's still the cheapest place to live in Santa Barbara. Try living downtown Santa Barbara, and then you'll get some like true sticker shock. So I agree. I feel like maybe our owner and my building is gearing up to do the same exact thing, the renovictions thing. And I don't know how to fight it. I'm hoping it's not going to happen. I like where I live.
Well,
so we'll see.
It's just, you know, up in Santa Barbara, if you're a student, don't you live in an apartment in Isla Vista? I thought that was where all the students live.
Yeah. No, students live there
so
too.
Where are you going to live now?
Students live there too, but it's not. But you got to remember, Isla Vista isn't just students. A lot of the service industry people live in IV because because of the way that the houses are in the zoning. Every single apartment in Isla Vista is like maxed out plus capacity. Like they're over capacity. It's like 2 bedrooms. And this is going back to when I went to school there. 2 bedrooms. We would cram 6 people into a 2-bedroom. We would convert the living room into a bedroom space. Everybody does that in Ivy because it's always been stupid expensive to live there, to go to school there. So you just like everybody just crammed in. People would take 2 bedrooms. They would throw up a wall in the middle of each bedroom and they would make them 4-bedroom suites and stuff. It was nuts. It was just crazy, and it's still happening. So got to figure out a solution to this, guys.
Yep. Well, good luck on that special meeting in Santa Barbara. Well, okay, more news today. A family in Orange County was able to get their bike back thanks to the Apple AirTag. Listen.
And the family outsmarting the creep who stole their bike by using some high-tech equipment of their own to track down that high-tech e-bike, all, as the family says, all without the help of the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Watch.
I'm super grateful that I got the bike back because I drive like 12 miles a day, school, work, other places in between.
Johnny's all smiles now. She has her e-bike back again after a real scare. Somebody stole her e-bike last month, and it's a bike worth some $3,000.
I was like sobbing, like outside of my workplace, sitting outside, like in the chairs, and I actually had some of my coworkers be like, "What's happening? Where's your bike?"
But she was smarter than the e-bike burglar. Thinking ahead, she put an AirTag on her bike just in case, and it sure worked, showing her and her dad exactly where the stolen bike turned up, behind the wall in front of this house.
I yelled at him, "Dude, I'm grabbing my daughter's bike." Boom, I grabbed that bike. I turned around and I hightailed it out of there. And the dude just stood there with a look on his face like I have never seen anyone with that look. And I think the look was shock of like, how did you get my location?
But there's more to this story. David's now pointing the finger of criticism at the Orange County Sheriff's Department, claiming they did not do enough once the AirTag showed the location of the stolen bike.
Oh, hey, you got the bike back. Yeah, but don't you want to go talk to these guys? Maybe they have other stuff stolen. Oh, no, we're good. Have a good day.
For its part, the Orange County Sheriff's Department is firing back, out with a statement warning against acting in a vigilante way. Quoting, "We want to remind our communities to utilize their local law enforcement services when they've been victimized by a crime instead of placing themselves into harm's way."
I did what I had to do because they weren't doing what we pay them to do. Because honestly, we had the information within minutes. Why did they not send the officers there? Or why did they not come out right away, meet us, and get that bike and arrest that person?
Good question. Now, the family stresses to me that they, in general, are supportive of law enforcement. They really are on the side of law enforcement, as that's why they say they're so shocked, so saddened that they did everything they had to do. They called 911. They were telling the sheriff dispatcher through 911 where the AirTag was showing the bike was. They wanted the sheriff deputies to arrive to do something about it. And the family said they just seemed to be getting a reaction of a sort of disinterest, a low priority for now. And the person who stole that e-bike, still on the run, not arrested. Now, we are live here in the OC. Back to both of you we go.
Oh, thanks, man. So, yeah, this is, a common story. Everybody says police, all they do is come when something like this happens. They show up and do some paperwork and then leave, and then that's it. You never hear anything again.
Yeah, police are never, ever going to help you track down your stolen items. They are literally taught, go take a report, file an insurance claim. That is all they are taught to do, want to do. They are never, ever, ever going to actually help you as a citizen recover stolen items. It's not their job. It's apparently not their job anymore.
Well, apparently they will release a press release saying not to take the law into your own hands.
Oh, then what the F are you supposed to do?
Accept it.
What are you supposed to do, Barry?
Just accept it, man.
Just accept it? Like, seriously,
Yeah.
like, I'm sure that this family didn't, maybe they had this bike insured. Well, what? They're just supposed to be out $3,000, even though they have the actual location of the thief. They have proof that thief had stolen items in their possession. And the cops are just like, oh, well, what are we paying you for? Well, it's this
could have been an easy slam dunk for
dumb. Yeah, it could have been a huge PR win. Yeah. Huge PR win. And the sheriff's department in both Orange County and Los Angeles County, the police departments, they need wins. Yeah. They need good public relations stories. This was a freaking easy one, guys, and you blew it. You blew it.
Again.
You know, because these guys are going to go out now. You know that this father is going to tell every single freaking person.
He told the news. I mean,
he knows. Oh, and he's not stopping, though. He's not going to stop. He's going to file a lawsuit. He is going to talk to literally every person that he comes in contact with and tell them how bad the Orange County Sheriff's Department is. Every single person he talks to. It's going to be hundreds of thousands of impressions of people saying, well, maybe we need a new sheriff.
Impressions. Data right? Talking.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm a marketing guy. I talk
into your data. Marketing. But you're right, man. I mean, again, they fail us again.
It's just, again. And so like it's just another mark against, do we rehire this sheriff or do we bring in someone new? And, you know, it's death by 1,000 cuts. You know, how many times has this happened? Well, because you know that this man and his daughter aren't the only ones that this has happened to. This has happened hundreds of times. This guy just actually got the bike back and reported about it. But how many times does this happen all the time where they're like, oh, sorry, just file an insurance claim.
So much that everybody knows. So often that everybody knows that that's what they're going to do. You know, they're not going to do nothing.
Exactly. So, no, this is a bad look. Just do your jobs, guys. Do your jobs.
Hey, but kudos to the girl getting her scooter back, man. I'm
glad she got her scooter back and no one got hurt.
Yeah.
But, you know, what if that dad would have been like, I'm taking my daughter's scooter back, and he got shot and killed?
It's a different story.
Then what is the sheriff going to say about that?
Same press release.
Right. Exactly. So dumb.
Yeah. All right. Well, more news. After months of rain, mosquitoes and gnats are exploding.
Jasmine Ramirez tells us what we can expect to see this year.
I've been warned we can expect a very buggy spring and summer. This year's rain has created the perfect conditions for the uptick. Here's what we saw at Lake Murray, tons and tons of gnats. As the warmer summer months approach, be prepared to also see an explosion in mosquitoes.
They always bite people. They always itch.
It's not welcome news to most people. Tonight, we sat down with the county's supervising vector ecologist who warned about an especially pesky type of mosquito we'll likely see more of.
There's kind of a new kid on the block. We've been calling them invasive Aedes mosquitoes. They started here in about 2014. The other common name they've got is ankle biters, and that's because they are a little bit smaller than our native species of mosquito.
He says this species can transmit Zika virus and other tropical diseases. The county is hiring extra seasonal technicians to help check typical sites, like lagoons and creeks where mosquitoes breed. There's also things you can do to cut down on the mosquitoes at your home.
I'm a big-time gardener, and so I make sure that there's not standing water in any kind of containers around the yard, empty pots.
Dumping out standing water is exactly what's recommended.
They don't fly very far. They've got about a 300-foot flight range. So if you can team up with your neighbors and try to get rid of all those little standing water sources in the backyards, it's going to do a world of good to reducing the amount of mosquitoes you're dealing with in your immediate vicinity.
If you're going to be spending time outdoors, mosquito repellent is a good idea. I'm also told putting a fan on or below a table can help keep mosquitoes at bay. Jasmine Ramirez, CBS 8.
Yeah, I got that problem.
Fan on or below the table? I'm not familiar with that one. Why?
Change the wind source. You know, any flying insect. I've learned something, Joe, in my beekeeping adventures. Every flying insect is attracted to CO2, and CO2 is the stuff I think that you blow out.
Yeah, carbon dioxide. That's what makes all the climate change happen.
So that is why all of these bugs bother you, is because you're breathing too much.
Oh, man. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to stop breathing altogether.
And you probably smell like a flower.
It's going to work out well for me. Yeah, I know. I do probably smell like a flower. So what are you going to do about all your standing water? with the mosquito issue. You got to use it, or you're going to just get inundated with mosquitoes, man.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm going to do the recommendation and get rid of it. Get rid of it. I really green lawn.
I am always around, like whenever spring, summer comes around. If I see standing water anywhere near, like in my apartment complex, anywhere around, I get the broom out. I sweep it around.
I tell you though, I have
one
of those. I have one of those tennis rackets that's electrocuted. You've seen those?
Electrocuted tennis racket? What kind of tennis are you playing, man?
They're for mosquito swatting.
No.
I've never got to use
Oh, man, I want one. That sounds fun.
I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm like, maybe I'll...
You like bat it around like badminton?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Uh-huh. Fun.
I'm not looking, like I said, I'm not looking forward to the gnats. Oh, the other thing that's going to happen. Oh, man, I forgot about this. Very similar, but not something that we have to deal with a lot in SoCal so much, but other places in the country. Have you ever seen an actual lake fly swarm?
No. Oh,
a midge swarm? Because they're midges, right? They're little lake flies, right?
I guess.
Okay, so have you ever seen a picture where someone takes a picture of like a large body of water, a lake, and it looks like the lake is smoking?
Yeah.
You ever seen those pictures?
Yeah.
It's not smoke. Those are flies. They're columns of flies that are so large and so concentrated, it looks like smoke. Goes up for 1,000 feet into the air. Of just fly, like a column of flies. Birds love it. Like they go ham on it.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, you don't ever want to see one of those. It's I thought I saw one when I was a child when we visited the Great Salt Lake. Yeah. And I was like, Dad, why is the lake on fire? He's like, those are flies, son. I was like, ew, gross.
Just let's go party there.
Yeah, so no standing water, people. No standing water. And keep your mouth closed when you're running so you don't get gnats in there.
I hope you had a good Friday. And I hope you have a good Easter Sunday, whatever you are doing.
That's right. It is Good Friday.
Oh. And I think Monday's a holiday.
It is a Good Friday, I think. It is.
Monday a holiday for the people?
Is Monday a holiday for the people? No.
Oh, there's not?
I do not believe that Monday is a holiday for the people.
Some people get it off Easter Monday.
Really?
Yeah, some people. Well, what are you doing this weekend?
I've never had Easter Monday off.
Oh, well, you and I are different.
You're different.
All right, well, have a good weekend. We'll be back Monday. Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter. This is the Barry Funkhauser Show.